Hello, my people. Welcome back to Critics News with more update. When I see take the go. If you have not followed us on the social media handles, we're on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. Okay, so try and follow us on the social media handles, and also we are on Instagram. I don't know how many of you that have followed us. If you have not, please do so quickly at Critics News on all the social media handles. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here, and this story is about one of our brothers who traveled out of the country, and he's here narrating his audio from Germany. You people, most of the people who have traveled outside knows the story of Germany and in other European countries. So if you are traveling outside or you confirm Italy, please, I would advise you not to run to Germany. You can go to any other country, but Germany no, except you want to go and be a single mother, or you carry belly, or you want to born there. That is the only way, because you see, even if you're with your husband, they can even separate two of you now. So it's in their nature. Okay, otra. So let's go straight to the reason. They say from workplace to prison, sad tales of Nigerians arbitrarily deported from Germany and Austria. So in case you are going to Europe, listen now and know the difference between these two countries. This article is a little bit long, but I'm going to take time to explain. Now, they say that Ibrahim left Nigeria in 2010 to Turkey for his master's degree, okay? When he found out that job opportunities were hard to come by in Turkey, he moved to Germany. Number one error. The German economy, he believed, was very good, as they had more jobs than the people. That is true. If you go to Germany, jobs are looking for people, but for that pali, for that document, for that paper, akoko, la 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 la, and you are living at risk. It's not as if my case is with lawyers, so they have to. They know they listen to lawyers, so they are the lawyers. The Germany government knows all the lawyers, so the lawyers are the government, so you can be removed anytime, and the lawyer will do as if he's backing you. Now he settled in Stuttgart, where he spent the next 7 years of his life. Imagine somebody staying 7 years in one place. The world was smiling at him because he was seeing money. Seemed to be going on well until November 17th, 2021, just this November that we passed yesterday. Ibrahim was arrested on his way from work. He did not commit any crime, mind you, listen. He was arrested on his way from work and taken to a cell, and then taken to court, where his residency was repelled, okay? His hands and legs were handcuffed, and he was kept in the deportation camp before being deported to Nigeria. I said he did not commit crime, or he was going to work that he has been working for the past 7 years. But my brother, first of all, I want to ask you, I hope you invested home. Not these ones that will be carrying Milika up and down. I hope you invested home, because that is why it is good to invest home when you are in Obodo, because one day anytime can be 6 o'clock. Remember that this is not your father's land. Now they say that Ibrahim was arrested and then taken back home. He said, I never had a single criminal record. I had everything. The only thing I don't have is the residency permit. I am even in school learning their language. I was even taken to prison, and I don't deserve this. Although I spent just 7 days, it felt like 7 years. I think I am just unlucky, Ibrahim lamented during an interview. Ibrahim is one of the 32 all-males Nigerians deported from Germany and Austria on November 23rd, 2021. Their stories are similar. They all have been rounded up while going about their regular businesses in different parts of the two countries. They were taken to court, and they were all marked for deportation despite having no criminal records. They just enter your house and arrest you. You know, these German people have keys to everybody's house, and from there straight to prison. says Wilson, a musician and DJ with over 150 songs. I have spent 9 years in Austria. This is his own story. I have never committed a crime. I was not allowed to pick up anything when I was arrested. When taken to the embassy, the official said the real Nigerians are in Nigeria, enjoying, before signing my TC, said Ogaze, another of the deportees. On their way to Nigeria, they had different expectations, but as it turned out, they were just dumped in a hotel where they spent the next 7 days. Each person had 4 officials guarding him. If you see, let me tell you, if you see Germany security, not be like Italy where their police are all these normal people, where they'll be using pancreas to follow. If you see German police, it be like police dog. See muzzle. You see the hand is rising. German police is like this. So no matter how you take huge reach, one of them, if they grab you, it's like Undertaker raising somebody up. Then one person is having 4 of this type of hefty men. Not all these bouncers that are doing like this in Nigeria. If German police nab you, they will bounce the bouncers. Bouncers are being bounced in Germany. Let's continue quickly. Now, they say each person had 4 officials guarding him. While on the plane, if you wanted to ease yourself, at least 3 people would follow you in case you wanted to try anything funny. Ibrahim stated, no be small thing. Na tranque you enter so. With about 30 of us, there were about 150 150 policemen on their aircraft till we got to Lagos, Wilson said, while corroborating Ibrahim's story. No be small thing. I hope you guys are enjoying this story. Listen, I actually expected they were going to hand us over to the Nigerian police and they would take us somewhere. Then tell us to call our families to call and bail us, added Wilson, showing his excitement at the welcome he got. The hotel they stayed in was reportedly secured by an organization called German Home and Abroad. The organization also paid for their mandatory COVID-19 tests. Efforts to talk to the management of the hotel proved abortive, as their manager said he was not authorized to speak to the media. Since in Nigeria, there has not been any government official or representative to meet or address the deportees. They all left the hotel on 30th November to their respective unidentified locations. Now he's crying out, I need help. Right now, as I am here now, I have nothing because they took me from my working place. I had 70 euros that was in my wallet before I went to work, but I came back with 64 euros, 57 cents. My money is not complete, lamented Gabriel, who has been in Germany since 2017 and was told his asylum is over. Now, this is where I have problem with these guys. My brother, my sister, if you are in Obodo Yibe, especially that Germany, I always tell people, if you are in that Germany and you know you want to go, and they call it German. That is why it's called German. If you are in Germany, as you are working your money, you are investing back home, because any time can be 6 o'clock. Imagine being in Germany since 2017 and you have been working. Who knows whether you have been investing your money in a bank half one. You have been carrying Opomiliki up and down, flexing, buying big shoes, buying big this, buying big that, showing up on social media. My brother, don't go and follow the video and drag road. Don't follow artists to be dragging road to say you don't arrive. Invest to, now be the main thing. Now, they say some of these people need help. Now, a lot of people here might go crazy if care is not taken because of the things they have experienced, Ibrahim warned. Imagine having to call people who are angry at you that you were not sending them money while in Europe, that you have been deported, Wilson added. We have been abandoned here. Some of us have spent over a decade abroad. How do we start again? It would have been good if we had help from the government. One of them who asked not to be identified also lamented. The deportation, it was learnt, came in the wake of the new Omicron variant of the coronavirus. As at the time of filing this report, Germany had already declared 4 cases and Nigeria had declared 4 cases. Although they were tested, the deportees had not been declared fit to go before they were all ejected from the hotel. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, in its guidelines had mandated all passengers who arrived in Nigeria to self-isolate for 14 days and remain in the city-state where the point of entry is located, i.e. that is example Lagos or Abuja, throughout the duration of self-isolation. Now you deported people and these people now are on their own. Government does not even know that people have been deported from Germany. The government does not, overlook, does not have the eye to overlook over the incoming of everybody into the country, despite the fact that they arrived with planes. They arrived with Ubelu. Nobody looked out for it and say, you deported people. That is to show you how loose and how careless our government is. You can see that. Now, we have been told by the manager about an hour ago that the corona test is not ready and we should drop our numbers and the result will be sent to us by email or WhatsApp, revealed Gabriel. With the whole COVID-19 thing, it is not even good for the country that we are just allowed into the country like that, decried Ogazi, who has traversed prison and deportation camps in both Austria and Germany since his arrest in September 22, 2021. Another deportee who would not identify himself said he has been in prison for 3 years in Italy and a year in Germany. He had taken the deportation option because he did not want to continue life abroad behind bars without any debrief or rehabilitation. He was now in Nigeria, free. Earlier this year, Germany had announced its intention to deport 12,000 Nigerians, but according to Rex Osa, a refugee rights activist, the number has actually increased over the time as asylum cases are being rejected, alongside cases of persons whose residency have been withdrawn for one reason or the other. So that is how they have been withdrawing residency permit for that Germany. Who at the wrong go. And this guy that said he was also imprisoned in Italy, my brother, my sister, and he get as Italy bill. If you commit an offense, I think people they will charge you for it. Okay. Now, Rex Osa is a Nigerian refugee rights activist residing in Germany. He coordinates Deportees Emergency Reception and Support DEROS, a project of network refugees for refugees based in Germany. The DEROS team provides emergency support like telephone calls to family members of arriving deportees, organizing taxis, paying transportation costs, and offering a free night accommodation for stranded deportees, especially mothers, children, and sick persons. According to Rex, Germany has in the last years been propagating deceptive amendments for the regularization of migrants living for many years in limbo, but they will not help you do anything. They said that many of these migrants have taken up terrible employment conditions, paid taxes, and contributed immensely in the development of the German economy. That is why I told you people that when you have a country, we will not be running like mad people to another man's country, which is this one now. Many of the deportees at the moment are actually eligible for residency permit based on a so-called standard of integration presented in the new regularization amendment. But with the situation of deportation in the last month, it is quite obvious that the regularization offer was a deception to have the passport of these persons before they could realize themselves. They are already taken into deportation custody and finally deported to Nigeria, he explained. Rex further informed that these persons in question have been living with a so-called toleration status tagged Dodung. Okay, some of you knows how to pronounce this properly. Dodung in German, meaning suspension of deportation which could be based on different conditions, but mostly the inability for the German authority to obtain passport identity document that should facilitate the deportation. So once the passport is available, the authorities are very quick to enforce deportation with ease. That's why when you go to Germany, they tell you, bring your passport. We want to process this, we want to process that. Loriro, they won't use it and catch you. So that anytime they want to deport you, it will just be as easy as ABC. Most of the deportees had lamented the complicity of the Nigerian embassy, saying, unlike people of other nationalities, our own embassy gave us out easily by signing our TC. Now, so it be for Germany. The people working at the Nigerian embassy there, Loriro, they don't care, they don't send. Once they come, you want to deport them, they'll give them something. They'll give our Nigerian embassy, take care, something euro. They give them euro. My brother, off we go. They zoom you into the plane and they will sign your TC. Subito. They are there for business. They know they look face. So no be this one where you say, other people. Other countries we say, Loriro, you are not deporting anybody, guy. Fine way here. They are here already. They have paid tax. They have contributed. He doesn't have any criminal record. Let's have him here. But when it comes to Nigeria, Oga, Oyolo, wow, when you get to Nigeria, Abike Dabirewa will be speaking drama and be looking at somebody who is a missing road. Now, they said embassy officials are usually invited by the German deportation authority to identify persons suspected as their citizens. Such an invitation has been scandalized by activists as mobile deportation hearing. It is meant to facilitate the issuance of deportation certificate through a confirmation of their migrant's identity as their citizen. Those summoned to these hearings are identified by the embassy delegation based on their names, physical appearance, and accent. You know, if you see a Nigerian, you will know, because we know to the black and our language, our intonation, our accent, and our look. You know. Now, they say the hearing is usually accompanied with police violence and abuse. If you not talk through, they woes you. When you see police, they are looking like Nama. My brother, my sister, no person will tell you, man, you may low down. Because if they with bankeri, come on your head go open and you go hear something. So you better just relax. Whether you agree or you not agree, you know that you are going for the deportation. So you kukuma agree before you carry injury and go back home. So the Obodo Yibo no easy. Some people just feel like, once you reach Obodo Yibo, when I don't arrive. You see what happened to people who has been in Obodo Yibo for 10 years now. Now, he said that anyone who had been to such hearings would have to risk police arrest and deportation as soon as the embassy issue out the travel certificate in the place of a Nigerian passport to the German authority, Rex stated. The activists also berate the Nigerian government, saying they are doing nothing or doing nothing enough to protect their citizens. Now, Buhari won't protect you. We have told you people that Nigeria is not for you. Tell me how many Fulani people that were deported alongside with you people. But when we say let's join hands together and break away from a failed state, when I say, forget, concern me. Forget them. Once you cross, concern me. Let them kill themselves in Nigeria there. Now look at the result. Shibi the rich onyoku, rich onyenta. Celebrity, police will assault you. Custom will assault you. Immigration, all of them, they go fight you. Go think say na the Kano problem alone. Na never start. Now, they say we do see other government delegations coming to Europe to negotiate terms of agreement that will favor its citizens in Nigeria. Some of you have forgotten when German, where's this first lady there? Angela Merkel visited the Buhari that couldn't put up his earpiece. And then he told them that they should bring back Nigerians. For the few delegations from Nigeria, it is very clear that their meetings with the German authorities are only meant to agree on imposed terms of so-called development reintegration funding in exchange for accepting the deportation of Nigerians. Did you hear what I told you earlier? Since 2019, we have continued to draw government attention to the situation of deported persons to Nigeria. It's really disappointing to see how the government has ignored the issue, even with the current circumstances circumstances of the pandemic and insecurity in the country. We have tried to engage the different stakeholders like the National Commission for Refugees, IDP, and different platforms of migration, CSOs. They all seem to be handicapped, as what we usually hear is that there are no funds available for them to support these people. Nobody will make our funds. We already have not been able to put security for lives and properties of people in the country. Now you where they come now, we won't come join to your own problem. Now you're expecting him to give you money. My brother and sister, the solution remains to divide Nigeria so we know who is our problem. Since them know they travel, we know that we are the problem ourselves. We know. Okay, so that is it. Now he said that it is very shameful to allow such continued act of smuggling, which is suspected Nigerians into the country, as experience have shown that these deportation enforcement flights are only communicated to the Nigerian authorities at the last minute, Rex said. A general statement among the deportees is that they have no criminal record, and they also lamented being treated like criminals. Even someone that killed people does not have his arms and legs chained. I only came into their country for a better life, one of the deportees said. Rex also chided Germany's criminalization of migrants, saying the deportees who are usually presented as criminals are actually have not committed any crime except for the fact that they have refused to present a passport to facilitate their own deportation. Now, whether you present your passport or not, you are also facing the same deportation now by force. So this one no be cherewere. Many of the deportees have worked in the country for years and fear that they have lost all that they have labored for, including their pensions. However, Rex provides a glimmer of hope, informing them about the possibility of recovering their own pension contribution. For many years, Germany has held back pensions of migrants who have worked for many years before they were finally deported. The DEROS team offered to send them necessary forms to apply for their pension, but that will only be possible after 2 years of being out of the German system, he revealed. Imagine 2 years after you have spent. Now, so the case go to die now. Who won't follow up? Is it the people who facilitated your deportation that will allow you to receive pension from Germany to Nigeria? They will still chop and for road. They will chop and you go the waka, your sippers go chop for road when they want to go and collect pension. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Immigration Service admitted it was aware of the 32 deportees. 32 people just deported. Our job is to receive whoever is coming in. That is the Nigerian immigration. You know, concern them how they bring you in. When they arrive, our duty is to look at them. Are they admissible? If they are admissible, we endorse their document and hand them over to the NCDC for the normal quarantine process, and immigration has no control over that process. Our official of the service said. However, the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, through its spokesperson, Rahman Balogun said, adding that we are not aware of the deportees' arrival. This is Abike Dabiri-Erewa's department. They say that they are not aware. So the embassy in Germany could not invite their own people back home, that people are coming in, that they have signed for their deportation. It's a shame. Now, they say that in the absence of government intervention, the DEROS team in Lagos provided transportation funds for the stranded deportees to their respective locations after being dumped by the German officials. They all cried to the Nigerian government to make the country a better place so that they would not have to be treated as undesirable elements elsewhere. The Nigerian government should make the country a better place so that when they are deporting people, the deportees will be happy to return to the country. If the Europeans see deportees feeling happy, they will be frustrated and disappointed, one of them noted. But for when you are coming to meet Fulani herdsmen, where you can be killed while being transported to your home or to your village or to your location. So this is how 32 people were deported from Germany just this November. They have rounded this set of people up. Now, out of that 12,000, although it has increased, 32 has come home. This December, nobody knows who's next before the end of this 2021. But I'm wishing everybody in Germany success, and I pray that what you are looking for will get to you. More updates will follow shortly after this one. Stay tuned. Thank you.